To know a person, observe their will, pleasures, and complaints. When people stumble on the road, they blame the stone first. A person who works hard to discover their own flaws has no time to find faults in others, while those who only see the faults of others are blind to their own. A jar with few coins makes noise, but a jar full of coins remains silent. Fish are always caught by their mouths, and humans make mistakes with their words. A person who cannot control their words is like a house whose gate never closes. Humans have one mouth and two ears, which means they should listen twice as much as they speak. Speaking appropriately is important, but maintaining silence at the right time is twice as valuable. No matter how good a person is, they can lose their goodness in a bad environment, like a stinky factory next to a grand palace. Gossip is more dangerous than murder. Murder only takes one life, but gossip ruins the lives of at least 3 people. In other words, the person spreading the gossip, the person listening to it, and the person being gossiped about are all hurt. Those who spit in the well will eventually have to drink from it. The righteous are called living even after death, while the wicked are called dead even when alive. A person in love does not listen to others' advice. Winners make paths by leaving footprints on the snow, while losers wait for the snow to melt. Winners believe there are many paths, but losers stubbornly insist there is only one. Saints find meaning even in finishing last, while losers find meaning only in being first. A person who does not practice charity is like a rich table full of delicious dishes, but without salt, no matter how wealthy they are. A person who has learned much but does not do good is like a wild horse. It will shake off the rider as soon as they try to mount it. It will shake off the rider as soon as they try to mount it. Those who chase after fame cannot catch up to it. However, those who run away from fame are caught by it. A righteous person controls their desires, but an unrighteous person is controlled by their desires. A man of bad character cares about his neighbor's income, but is indifferent to his own wastefulness. The phrase winners often use is, "Let's try again," while losers often say, "There's no point in trying." It is wrong to think that you can carry on alone without friends. It is a great mistake to believe that without friends, you cannot handle things alone. And it is an even greater mistake to think that without you, your friends cannot do their work. When 2 people fight, the one who gives up first is the more noble person. Even if your friend is as sweet as honey to you, you should not consume it all. It is better to live a poor life than to live off someone else's charity. It is more frightening to be blind in the heart than to be blind in sight. If you are deceived once, blame the other person. But if you are deceived twice, blame yourself. There will be friends who praise and follow you, and friends who criticize and judge you. Stay close to the friends who criticize you, and keep a distance from those who praise you. Humans worry about minor ailments in others, but fail to notice serious illnesses in themselves. Humans often neglect what they have and covet what they do not. It is better to lend money or things than to give them away. If you receive something for free, you must be below the giver. But if you lend and borrow, you can treat each other equally. When lending money to others, have a witness when doing charity. Do it where no one sees. Do not try to soothe a friend who is angry. Do not comfort them even when they are sad. Never criticize or reproach someone without first standing in their shoes. Do not just look at the surface. Look at what is inside. A strong person is someone who can control themselves and turn an enemy into a friend. A person loved by others is one who praises everyone. Who is wise? A wise person is one who learns from everyone. Nothing brings more peace to the mind than admitting one's mistakes. There is nothing more burdensome to the mind than constantly insisting you are right. A wealthy person is one who can be content with what they have. Lucks exist for honest people. The greatest wisdom is kindness and humility. The ground on which a repentant person stands is more sacred than the ground on which the greatest saint stands. If one wakes up late in the morning, drinks during the day, and engages in idle talk in the evening, they can waste their life easily. When alcohol enters the head, secrets spill out. No one truly becomes an adult. We simply grow older as children. Who is the wisest person? A wise person is someone who can learn from every situation and every object. Who is the strongest person? The strongest person is one who can control themselves. Who is the most content person? The most content person is one who is satisfied with their own portion without complaint. A person who remains in silence can easily draw closer to God. A frivolous person speaks unnecessarily and soon feels loneliness and anxiety. Resolving to avoid actions that lead to regret brings one closer to the truth. Speak what is necessary, but refrain from unnecessary words. Let us quietly go about our own duties. Move forward with reflection. Subscribing and liking the video greatly supports its production.